You may have heard by now, but Aaron Rodgers, team leader and quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, has been reportedly taking ayahuasca for the past 2 years. Ayahuasca is a very old jungle plant medicine from the Amazon basin. Why has he been taking this? To make him a better person, to heal on several levels. But also, he, in his own words, reportedly says this paved the way for him to have the 2 best seasons of his entire career, as he has been back-to-back MVPs in 2020 and 2021. We'll see if he can do it in 2022, but first, what does this mean for the NFL?
Okay, there's a new word that I think many people in Wisconsin are Googling today. The word is ayahuasca.
Rodgers, Adams, he's got it.
Aaron Rodgers says he's taken it, and he's had the best year of his career.
Rodgers steps and fires. Adams is there, and he's got it.
Take a listen to this.
I really feel like that set me on my course to be able to go back in to my job and have a different perspective on things, and then to be way more free at work, as a leader, as a teammate, as a friend, as a lover. And I really feel like that experience paved the way for me to have the best season of my career.
Give me your reaction to Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, Brian, listen, I don't know about the lover and all that other type of stuff, but as long as you slinging that peel on the field and getting another MVP, I'm all for it. I'll bring the plants to you if you're gonna help me win games. That's all I care about.
Yeah, Brian, to each their own, and if that works for you, great. But what I would tell Aaron Rodgers is what you can do and handle and how you get prepared, that may not work for the other 89 of your teammates.
Rodgers sets, throws wide open to Devontae Adams.
Old school, old medicine.
Around 1,000 years.
That certainly takes you on a ride.
That's right.
And changes your perspective on life and changes who you are as a person. I assume that some of the people that have been attacking Aaron for said podcast have never had any friends that have done any of this.
While many sports commentators laughed and poked a couple jokes at Aaron Rodgers at the unorthodox lengths that he went to find unconditional self-love, I actually found it quite surprising that most of them supported whatever he did as long as he was doing it safely in order for him to become a better player on the field.
Damn. That's a very, very surprising way to go about getting in touch with yourself. But if he's trying to become a better person, he's trying to become a better leader, a better brother, a better son, hey, I'm all for it. Whatever helps you get to the place that you become the best you. And so for me, Skip, I'm happy for it. I think sometimes the greater you become at something, the harder it is to see your flaws.
Yeah.
It's an effective treatment for various mental health conditions.
One of the core tenets of your mental health is that self-love. And that's what ayahuasca did for me, was help me see how to unconditionally love myself. It's only in that unconditional self-love that then I'm able to truly be able to unconditionally love others.
Mm-hmm. Please, don't get it twisted. He wasn't playing while he was on ayahuasca, although I kind of wish he was.
Ayahuasca is known to help people with anxiety, depression, PTSD.
What do you make of Aaron Rodgers using it?
I think Aaron Rodgers using ayahuasca is fabulous. I think it really brings to light plant medicine and the benefits.
Other Packer fans say they're on board with Rodgers' pseudo-secret weapon.
This is for his own mental health and hopefully his own spiritual health, and that maybe translates to a new ring on his finger.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning. We don't get up talking about psychedelics, man. Like, what's going on, man?
It's okay to laugh. It's actually very understandable. And really, I like the way that many of these commentators were allowed to be themselves. They can laugh, they can make a few jokes, but at the end of the day, they separate Aaron's off-field behavior from his on-field behavior. Because, let's face it, it's not like the last 2 years Aaron Rodgers' career has gone down the shitter. It's actually improved to such a degree that people were asking, what is he doing? And he came clean and he said, listen, this is what I've been doing. So the NFL is a conservative kind of organization, and if you think about it, that means that they frown upon anything except for the occasional drink, maybe a cigar every now and then, and if you have pain, the sanctioned pharmaceuticals that you're allowed to take in order to relieve yourself from this pain. So in this light, the NFL, it makes sense that they would look at it like this seems kind of extreme, this seems very out there, but only if your historical knowledge is short-sighted. Because if you think about it, and if you've watched this show on Gaia.com, Psychedelica, I report that these plant medicines are the original sacraments of the largest and most longest-standing religions out there. And while it's nice to see that most commentators like Shannon Sharpe are happy for him and see that he is really trying to better himself, not all commentators share the same kind of emotional maturity. Just check out the overall demeanor and the way that Colin Cowherd decides to speak about Aaron Rodgers as opposed to the other commentators that I just showed you.
Aaron drank a psychedelic tea that made him hallucinate and yak. And he said it took him to a different realm. Aaron, I'm older than you. It happened to me, too. It was college. I had 6 rum drinks in 90 minutes. I saw weird things and yak, too. I moved into a different realm. It was the realm of that's the worst damn hangover I've ever had in my life. And it changed me. The next morning, I absolutely made a point in my life to never drink Captain Morgan's again. Aaron, lots of people have tried this psychedelic tea. They're called hippies, burnouts, and affluent white people with too much time on their hands and nobody in their life to call out their crap. Aaron's got no owner, no real relationship with his brother or his parents, and no wife. Fake Hollywood friends aren't going to do it. Who holds them accountable?
That's a very good question, Colin. Who is going to keep Aaron Rodgers accountable? And accountable to what? And this would have to come from some kind of understanding that, Colin, you know what better life decisions are than Aaron Rodgers because you have a wife or because he doesn't. That's my question to you. How do you know what life decisions are best? Because I will say this. I did some digging. I didn't know anything about you, Colin, but I looked you up. And damn, you've done well for yourself. You are worth $25 million. You sit in front of a microphone and you talk about other people. And that's how you've made $25 million. That's nothing to sneeze at. And I bow to you in the most ayahuasca way. I will say this, though. I did some more digging and I found that Aaron Rodgers is worth 8 times more than you by facing down some of the biggest, baddest people that want to put him in the dirt, literally, for almost his entire life. And he made that fortune without having to mention you, Colin, in a condescending tone at all. Now, money doesn't equate to the character that you've built, and Aaron Rodgers apparently had some personality and leadership qualities he knew that he needed to work on.
Everybody else was piss poor, locked in as well. I'm not done yet. Thank you. Yeah.
And I believe he's a top 5 quarterback already, Skip. It was hard to see that he was not a very good leader.
It seems this is exactly why he looked outside the box to do some soul searching. I'm not sure your college story is even in the same ballpark when you drank, 9 shots of Captain Morgan, you threw up, and it changed your life because you realized you poisoned yourself? Ayahuasca, you're not poisoning yourself. The throwing up happens because of the MAOIs. The indigenous for thousands of years have been calling this getting well, and I don't know one person who said that they needed to stop doing ayahuasca and alcohol helped. The other way around, you can say that. I haven't heard one person say that I've been dealing with some psychological issues, but don't worry, Captain Morgan's helped. Many people can say this, and there's hard science backing it up about ayahuasca and other psychedelics. So let's just calm down the tone on things that you obviously don't understand. Because let's face it, you don't even know how to spell the word psychedelics. And the one thing I will say, you say that Aaron Rodgers has fake Hollywood friends. I've only met one of his Hollywood friends, Makad Brooks.
Mortal Kombat. Actor for ayahuasca.
One, he's not fake as if he's pretending to be Hollywood. He was in True Blood. 2, he's not fake as if he was in a simulation. I hugged him. He's a real guy. He's not faking that way. If you're saying he's egotistical and shallow, I disagree there too, because I've seen this guy open up, be really humble and honest. He brings a community around him so he can heal from his own past. You also mentioned his girlfriend. By the way, her name is Blue, not Blue of Earth, as many people are calling her. I've hugged her. I've laughed with her. I've seen her undergoing real healing as well. And here's what I have to say. She's quite a bit more humble and authentic than I see in that one rant of yours, Colin. So is Makad, so is Aaron Rodgers, and so is Aubrey Marcus, the beautiful soul that brought the whole group together. So what I would like to say is, at first I was thinking, you know what, I could just make a bunch of jokes, but I really actually feel that the most emotionally mature way to handle this is, instead of saying you're not invited to my birthday party and these other people are any day of the week, even though it only happens one day out of the year, but the point being, you are invited to my birthday party, Colin. And I say this because I actually hope you turn the corner and you think differently about things like plant medicines, because I will say that whether it's macrodosing, meaning taking enough to really have visions, or microdosing, meaning taking enough to change the hormonal balance inside your body so you have more clarity and focus, like many people in MMA, many people in San Francisco in the Bay that are coders, as well as other athletes in many other sports that are saying that psychedelics done intelligently can help you to feel a bit more content just being in your own skin. So here's what I would say. If you ever want to be open-minded about these things, Colin, I will pay your way to go to Costa Rica or South America so you can try ayahuasca in its traditional setting. By the way, you're worth $25 million and I'm worth closer to $25. And I'll still pay your entire way. Why? Because deep down inside, Colin, I actually see you're a good person. So that is my offer to you. I love you all for watching, and I'll catch you all next time on Waking Infinity News.